Hello and welcome to Greatland Corporation's overview of our web-based product, Yearli Performance. Today we're going to show you how any organization can file their year-end W-2 or 1099 forms using this product and our services and meet all of your federal obligations. As a quick overview, we want to give you some background about Greatland Corporation and why we are the right choice for any organization who wants to complete W-2 and 1099 reporting themselves. Then we're going to launch into our web-based application and show you the easy user features to bring your data into our product, ensure it is correct, and check out where Greatland does all of the federal e-filing and recipient delivery on your behalf. And then we will show you our contact information at the end so you can give us a call, send us an email, or get started with our product. So a little bit about Greatland Corporation. It is important to know that we've been around for over 40 years serving businesses like you who do their own year-end W-2, 1099, and now 1095 reporting. Last year we fulfilled over 10 million of these forms electronically through our products, many more on paper. We list for you on our website over 10,000 reviews from clients who used our product in the last year that are up to date and very real, and you can read all the positive and maybe some negative reviews about our products and services. That is our full disclosure of who we are and what is going on. We carry a very high level of satisfaction with all of our clients, and we're proud of that. We also maintain some of the tightest security in the industry. The data that is transmitted between your organization and Greatland is some of the most confidential, and so we have external audits that maintain our SOC 2 Type 2 compliance. Those reports are available for organizations who need those. Just ask and we'll get you started down that process. Behind the products and services are our people, and our people are trained annually on compliance, and we have a full-time staff of compliance who work with our development team to ensure the product is completing the W-2 and 1099 forms accurately. We also have support from our sales and technical support staff by phone, chat, and email, and we extend those hours out during the heaviest filing times and filing deadlines to be available to you, our customers. Now, once you want to get started with Yearli, you have to simply walk through this quick process of creating an account to bring the data into our product via import, which is the main method, or data entry, which many customers still use. Complete transmittal work if applicable. W-2s and 1099s are a summary of the data set that has been imported, and therefore if you import, it is already there for you. We allow some editing and or review, give you ways to look at the data before you submit it, because once you submit, Greatland is the e-filer to the IRS or SSA, where we will wrap up that federal e-file and give you a date timestamp to prove you met that federal obligation. For W-2 or 1099, if there is a state e-file requirement, we will e-file to that state and give you a date timestamp to prove you met that obligation. We also deliver recipient copies to the end recipient on a pressure seal form via first-class mail, and e-delivery via email if you give us that information. Give you a date timestamp to prove that you met that obligation. Started out at Yearli.com, we list the 3 platforms available: Yearli Core, Yearli Performance, and Yearli Desktop. You can log in, read about the different W-2 and 1099 forms available, and settle in on a product. Today we're going to talk about our Yearli Performance web-based platform, which is the best fit for businesses doing year-end W-2 1099, generally above 50 forms, and looking for a web-based platform. Once you choose that product, you can either create an account right online, some basic demographic information about your company, using a password, or if you're talking with one of our account managers, we can initiate the process from our side via email, and you can start up there. Once you gain access, you'll be landed at the Yearli Performance filing home page or dashboard. This is really your orientation to work throughout the year with us. You can begin new forms, work through forms already in progress, submit forms to us for filing, and review all your filing history and additional activities that could occur in form filing history. A few notes on this page. TIN matching for 1099s is included in here for no additional cost as part of your subscription to Yearli Performance. We recommend that on the 1099 MIS and other forms at a time to ensure that your TINs are correct and to reduce the number of corrections that may occur. You also have help files throughout. So as a user, you'll actually have a tech support phone number and access code emailed to you and listed at the upper right-hand corner of the screen, along with the help files that link you out to either IRS, SSA, or Greatland knowledge base and compliance information. But to get started, you will click on Start New Forms, where you can either data enter or import data. Now, when you click on Import Data, we launch into a screen where we list all of our Excel templates. You can choose the form type, the W-2, MIS, Div, Int, RS. Pick the form you're going to be bringing into our product. Download that Excel file. You'll work in that Excel file to compile your data from one or multiple sources. And once in our format, you browse and bring it back into our product. Putting it in our format, bringing it into our product is important because it allows us to format the data and audit it and help you catch any potential errors based on our compliance knowledge. Once you bring that data in, you will land on our Forms in Progress staging section. This is a three-step process. We're going to walk you through cleaning up the data, finishing up any transmittal work, reviewing, and submitting. A few quick notes on this. You have access to file as many companies, employers, and as many recipients or payees as you'd like. This example has two tabs, ABC Payer Company and XYZ Payer Company, both for the 1099 MIS form. Once on this page, on the tab, you'll see that ABC Payer Company has 60 recipients, and all recipients are listed in Section 1. If you have any recipients with error, they will be listed towards the top. They will be red, and they will be not ready, and you are not able to move through the product onto Step 2 or Step 3 to actually file the forms. We will help you create and fix those products, fix those recipients directly in this Step 1 so that you get less corrections later on from the IRS or SSA. At any point, you can go back and edit these fields or forms. I'll show you that in a second. But once you have them ready, you can move on to Section 2. Section 2 is the transmittal form. So for the 1099 MIS, all of your data will wrap up into a 1096 summary form here. It's greenlit, ready to go. You can edit that or review that if you would like, just to see what it looks like. But it is a summary of everything you're submitting through us. And then you are actually ready to file. You're on the review stage in which we summarize things a few different ways to give you access to them ahead of time and to double check everything before you submit. What we're looking for you to do is check with yourself if this is the data you want to go to the federal government and if this is the data you want to go to recipients, because the checkout process is pretty quick, pretty straightforward, and automated. Preview forms lists everything in PDF format. So for ABC Payer, you'll get all 60 1099 MIS recipients in PDF format, and you can review those and look at those to ensure the data is correct. Spot check against your records, along with a 1096 transmittal form. Summary report is something we created. It's our own summary of the data set included in some subtotals and counts. Just a quick surface level overview to compare against source data again. And detail is a complete export in CSV file format, so you can bring the data out and compare it against your source or your origin data. Just again, a third data check before you submit through us. So at this point, you brought your data in, you've passed all data validations and audits, reviewed it, and you know it's ready to go. And the next part is the easiest. You can just check out through us. As a reminder, you always have the ability to go back into the product and edit any of your employer information, employee information, or form information. This is just going to show you what that data looks like on a form. We've highlighted kind of a really outlandish situation where you have a lot of missing fields. These red fields and yellow caution signs, red is required. So this would cause an error on that screen, an employee with a 1099 MIS that has an issue, and you would be forced to fix these before you can move on. And so these are the types of situations that may occur if you don't import a full data set or import a data set with errors. You'll be audited, you'll be caught, you'll be pointed directly where to fix them, and be able to work through that before you file. Now, as mentioned, you've reviewed everything, everything's correct, and you drop into our shopping cart style format. Pretty easy process to walk through. Here we are just going to list again exactly what we are doing and what you are checking out of our product with as a third and final check before you submit. In this situation, ABC Payer Company has 60 recipients of the 1099 MIS. Greatland is going to federal e-file the 1099 MIS on the behalf of the employer. We are going to print and mail all forms, deliver forms by email to the recipients if email is given, and give you a PDF copy for your records. This is also where we wrap up the cost of the forms. Forms are a variable cost. The more forms you do through us, or the more forms you have, the lower the cost per form, and that price includes all e-filing, all recipient delivery, and after-the-fact services that we're about to discuss. And then you check out, and you are done filing for the year with Greatland, completing the rest. From here, we do have a form filing history screen. You will get notifications and alerts via email of what you have submitted and when we have completed work. But this is also where we store everything for your records so you can prove that you've met all your obligations. Walking through them quickly, Check Statuses feature will be next to any of the batches or companies that you've submitted. Check Statuses lists exactly that, when you submitted the data to us, and then when we took action to deliver a federal e-file to the IRS or SSA, when we delivered recipient copies. View and print forms gives you access to print any copy of any of these forms at any time after the fact. Very useful for an employer who has an employee or a vendor request a second copy or a backup copy or a lost copy. Print that to your local printer and just hand it out. Same with email of recipient copies. After the fact, if they didn't get those copies emailed out or something happened, you can quickly enter an email, submit it. The person will receive it. They will have to access that link that you sent them. They will have to enter secure credentials, and they can download the form again themselves. There are additional services. Say you didn't submit the state e-file originally and wanted to add it back on, if you would like us to reprint a form available. This is also if there is a correction that is requested by the IRSSA, you will be notified by email, and you will have those highlighted here to fix within the product. So that is a high-level overview of our year-end reporting solutions via our product for W-2 and 1099 reporting. At any point in time, if you would like to reach out to us, we're here to help, happy to help. 800-968-1099. You can chat with us or review our products and services at greatland.com, or email us directly, and we'll have one of our account managers get back with you at greatland@greatland.com. Thank you for your time today, and we look forward to working with you very soon.